Before you spend another $30, $40, or even $60 on nitric oxide boosters and blood flow supplements, take a walk through the vegetable aisle. There is a humble root vegetable that costs about $1, contains natural dietary nitrates, and may help your blood vessels relax through one of the body's own circulation pathways. That vegetable is beetroot, or simply beets. Now, let us clear up one important point immediately. Beets do not scrape plaque out of your arteries. They do not reverse blocked arteries. And they do not replace blood pressure medicine or cardiovascular treatment. But they may support something extremely important as we get older: the ability of our blood vessels to relax and allow blood to move with less resistance. And the science behind that begins in a surprisingly unexpected place: your mouth. As we move through our 50s, 60s, and 70s, circulation becomes a bigger concern. Perhaps your blood pressure has slowly increased. Perhaps your hands and feet sometimes feel cold. Perhaps walking uphill takes more effort than it once did. So you begin seeing advertisements for nitric oxide boosters, blood flow powders, circulation capsules, beet extracts, arginine formulas. Some cost more each month than an entire bag of fresh vegetables. And it can become difficult to know what is truly useful. This does not mean every supplement is worthless. Some products contain ingredients that researchers genuinely study. But sometimes the original food deserves a place in the conversation too. Welcome back to Apex Ledger. Today we are looking at an ordinary root vegetable with an extraordinary connection to the way your blood vessels work. Beetroot is naturally rich in dietary nitrate, and despite the similarity in the names, the nitrate naturally present in vegetables should not automatically be confused with the concerns surrounding processed meats. When you eat nitrate-rich vegetables, something fascinating happens. Some of that nitrate enters your saliva. Helpful bacteria in your mouth begin converting it into another compound called nitrite. After you swallow, the body can eventually use some of that nitrite to produce nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a signaling molecule. One of its important jobs is helping the muscular walls of blood vessels relax. Imagine your arteries as flexible roads carrying traffic throughout the body. When the road becomes narrow, traffic meets more resistance. When the road can widen slightly, movement becomes easier. Nitric oxide acts a little like a signal, telling the road barriers to move outward. It does not remove the debris already stuck to the road. It simply helps the available roadway function more efficiently. That distinction matters. Beetroot may support blood vessel function. It does not unclog an artery that has been narrowed by atherosclerotic plaque. Human studies have examined nitrate-rich beetroot, particularly beetroot juice, for its effects on blood pressure and circulation. Research reviews suggest that it may modestly lower the upper blood pressure number in some people with hypertension. Other studies have found improvements in certain measures of blood vessel function, but not every study finds the same benefit. The response can depend on age, health, medication, the amount of nitrate in the product, and many other factors. So the honest message is not that one beet will transform your arteries overnight. The effect is usually much quieter than that. But a gentle improvement in vascular function can still be valuable when it sits inside a larger, heart-healthy lifestyle. There is also something important that expensive nitric oxide products sometimes make easy to forget. Beetroot is food. Along with its natural nitrate, you also receive fiber and a range of plant compounds. Whole beetroot is therefore very different from swallowing an isolated booster in a capsule. But it is also different from the concentrated beetroot juices commonly used in research. You cannot assume that eating one beet delivers exactly the same nitrate dose as a standardized research drink. The nitrate content of vegetables naturally varies. That is why I prefer to think of beetroot as a regular food habit, not as medicine with a guaranteed dose. Here is a simple way to use it. Start with about half of a small cooked or roasted beet as part of a meal. You can slice it into a salad. Serve it beside beans or lentils. Mix it with plain yogurt. Add it to roasted vegetables. Or grate a small amount of raw beet into a salad if your digestion tolerates it. After several days, if you enjoy it and feel well, you can make a small beet part of your regular meals. There is no need to force down large amounts, and there is no reason to assume that more produces a better result. If you prefer beet juice, remember that juice is easier to consume quickly and may contain less fiber than eating the whole vegetable. Check the label carefully. Some bottled products contain added sugar or are mixed with other juices. For everyday health, the whole vegetable is often the simpler place to begin. And then pair it with the habits that matter far more than any single root vegetable. Walk regularly. Keep moving your legs throughout the day. Eat more vegetables, beans, nuts, and minimally processed foods. Reduce excessive sodium. Do not smoke. Protect your sleep. And take prescribed blood pressure and cardiovascular medicines exactly as your doctor recommends. Beetroot can work alongside good care, never instead of it. There are also a few things to know before you begin. Beetroot can turn urine or stool pink or red. This can look alarming, but in many people it is a harmless effect from the natural pigments in the vegetable. Beets also contain oxalates. If you have a history of certain kidney stones, ask your doctor whether large amounts are appropriate for you. And if you have kidney disease or have been told to limit particular nutrients, discuss significant dietary changes with your healthcare team. Most importantly, beetroot may contribute to lower blood pressure in some people. If you already take blood pressure medication and frequently feel dizzy or lightheaded, do not simply add concentrated beetroot products and hope for the best. Speak with your doctor or pharmacist. Your blood pressure should be measured properly and monitored over time. Never stop, reduce, or skip prescribed medication because you started eating beets. And if you have known coronary artery disease, chest pressure, unexplained shortness of breath, or symptoms suggesting poor circulation, a root vegetable is not a substitute for medical assessment. So what is the real lesson? The $1 beet does not unclog arteries, but it contains natural nitrate that your body can use as part of its own nitric oxide pathway, a pathway that helps blood vessels relax and supports healthy circulation. That may not sound as dramatic as a miracle cleanse, but it is honest. And sometimes the most useful health habits are not dramatic at all. They are inexpensive foods, eaten consistently, alongside movement, good medical care, and sensible daily choices. Have you ever noticed your blood pressure change after adding beetroot or beet juice to your routine? Or is beetroot already a regular part of your meals? Share your experience in the comments. And if you value calm, affordable, science-based health information for life after 50, consider liking this video and subscribing to Apex Ledger. Healthy arteries are not built by one miracle supplement. They are supported by small decisions repeated for years.